Hey guys, Sarah here at Fisher Price Ranch. First off, I'd like to ask you to hit the subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you can get updates on our next videos. So today, I was going to go over how our pastures were going on, but as you can see, it's kind of covered in white stuff. So we can't do that today. So instead, today I thought I would kind of go over how our kids are growing. Now, this is kind of our first, I'm going to say our first real year with good Kiko goats. The last couple of years have been kind of projects, see how the Kikos are, how they grow. I kind of just started learning about the Kiko breed the last couple of years. So this is our first real year with quality Kikos. And we have 19 kids on the ground, and so far it looks like we're going to keep 7. Of course, I'll fully decide on that when they're a little older. They're 45 days-ish or less, all of them. So we've only gotten first 30-day weights on them and their birth weights. So we don't have a whole lot of performance info on them yet. But I thought today I would kind of go over how they're doing. I'll give you the names of every single baby goat. I have a waiting list, so those of you that are on the waiting list, if you guys want to kind of keep a mental note or even message me on which goats that you do like, that way I can kind of get an idea of who wants what. Pricing, I don't do any of that until they are 90 days old and we see their official performance testing for their first 90 days. And then I'll decide who will get papered, who is going to stay commercial, and then who I'm keeping, of course. I have an idea of some that I am keeping. Like I said, I've got the 7 in my mind that I do want. As far as certain genetics, like we lost our buck, RDH Bear Claw, this year. So I definitely want to keep his girls to continue his genetics. But, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you the kids. Like I said, they're all less than 45 days old. And so we don't have a whole lot of performance info yet on them. But I'll give you all their names, kind of give you who their dam and their sire are, and what they could be registered as. And you guys just message me, let me know what you might be interested in. If you're not on the waiting list and you want to be added to the waiting list, I am in Vernon, Arizona, and it is a pickup, or you find transport. I'm sorry I cannot transport for you, but if you want to be added to the waiting list, I can't guarantee I'll have any this year, but you're more than welcome to be added for further kids, and you can just comment below and let me know. But let's get started. Alright, so just to show you guys our bucks real quick, this is Buddy, JCP Buddy. This is Charleston Chew, 1.5 old. DDF Rocky Road, 1.5 old. That's our big boy Bingo back there. He is the sire to Buddy. And then this is KBF Phantom's Maestro. And that's Joe, our pack goat back there. And of course, Captain and Thor. So that way you guys can put a name with a face when I talked about the kids and who their sire was. Alright, so here's kind of what's going on. Everybody's eating, hanging out. So first off, I'll go ahead and go over the ones that we are planning on keeping, just to give you an idea. Like, this is Peppermint Patty. She is out of ZVA Diablo's Sabrina. And she is a twin, and we're going to hold on to her and her sister this year. I really like what I'm seeing out of these 2 doelings. So you can see how nice and thick the body is. That's what I really like to look for in the kids, is I want to see a nice wide body all the way down. And she definitely has it, and so does her sister. So we're going to hold on to her. Now this one here is Samoa. She's out of the buck that we lost, RDH Bear Claw, and she's out of JCP Bon Bon triplet, and we're going to hold on to her and her sister Savannah. We'll come across her later. But their triplet, they have a buck in there, and he will be available. This guy, I just got covered in snow. This guy, this is Chocolate Chip. Now, he's a commercial buck. His mother is a 50% registered doe, Tiramisu, which that's her there. She is out of Texas Hold'em, JCP Texas Hold'em. Now, he is a twin, and his sister, which is Cookie Dough, she will be available, and he's available. And we will be selling Tiramisu as well. So keep that in mind. This is Bon Bon, JCP Bon Bon, who had the triplets with the buck that we lost. And she consistently produces really nice kids. We've kept her doe from last year. The kids that she had before, when I first bought her, were not papered, so I didn't hold on to any of them. But they were really, really nice. So she's going to stay here a long time and continually give us really nice kids. Actually, this is her daughter from last year, and she is out of JCP Buddy, our big white buck, and she's a really, really nice doe. She's not even a year old yet, so we were very happy to hold on to her. See how nice and thick she is. Alright, let's see. So Tiramisu had a daughter a couple years ago, which is Bingo's Jubilee. This is her. She's 75% registered. She's a nice thick doe. But we've kept a lot of kids from the same genetics, so that's why we're decided to sell Tiramisu, and we're also going to sell Jubilee. Now, she was bred with a New Zealand buck, but because she's only 75% registered, she gave us 2 boys this year, so they're just going to stay commercial. But this is one of them. This is Cannoli. These kids are only about 2 weeks old. He's got gorgeous blue eyes, so he'll be a commercial. And then his brother, who I've not seen, I think they're probably hiding out in the barn, but we'll come across him later. So we have GOT Tipsy Fiddler, and she gave us this really nice buck. He's a twin, and this is Razzle. He's a very friendly guy. Hi, bud. But he is a real nice buck. He is out of DDF Rocky Road, our dapple buck. And DDF Rocky Road has consistently given us some amazing thick kids. Actually, Peppermint Patty, the one over here, is also out of DDF Rocky Road. So you can definitely see the consistency. We'll see more of his kids. We have quite a bit from him this year. So this girl is Snickerdoodle. She's a triplet. We're actually going to hold on to her. These kids are out of C&K Charleston Chew. And they're the very first kids that we got out of him. And then the second set of kids are the commercial bucklings out of Jubilee. So we've got one more doe that's due by him. So we're going to see how he does, and we'll probably use him again this year. But we're trying not to keep too many genetics of the same, so we may sell him after one more breeding season. If you want information on him, just let me know. Now, S'mores here. This is our big commercial doe. She is an Alpine Boer cross. She's our only goat that is not a New Zealand. But she is over 200 pounds when not pregnant. We milk her. She's got a really nice spag and produces great quality milk. Her kids, I think we're going to hold on to both of them for now. Her doe, Snickerdoodle, you're okay. Her doe right here is Marble Cake, and we're definitely holding on to her. Her brother there, he is super sweet. He comes to his name. His name is Chewy. But we may use him as a pack goat because he's super friendly, naturally. So we're going to hold on to him for a little while. If we decide later on that we don't want to use him, he may be available, but no papers on him. He's commercial. These are out of Buddy, our big white buck. All right. So Peppermint Patty, the first doe we saw, this is her sister, Malva, out of DDF Rocky Road. You can see that consistent, thick quality in the babies. And this is their mother, ZVA Diablo Sabrina. Now, looks like most of the kids are hanging out in here. Excuse me, girls. Alrighty. So the twin out of Jubilee and Cannoli. This is Cannoli's brother. He's got little waddles. His name is Whopper, and he will be available. And they're, like I said, out of Charleston Chew. This big guy is Bazooka. He's already spoken for. I had a friend contact me before any of the kids were born, and she told me who she wanted a buck out of, and of course that was the first thing that came out, was this really, really nice buck. So Bazooka is already spoken for. He is out of the buck that we lost, RDH Bear Claw. His mama is GOT Blue Lily. And so I'm sorry he's not available. And then we already saw Razzle back there. And then the one laying down, that's Savannah. That's one of the triplets out of RDH Bear Claw. Razzle, I'm trying to see somebody behind you. But that's her there. So she is not available. We're going to hold on to her. But, I'm sorry, I'm being eaten alive. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, so this guy is Midnight Milky Way. He's a really nice buck. He is out of DDF Rocky Road. Now, he's a purebred. His dam is that girl back there. She is one of our homegrown does. She's just a year old. She's real big. She was, oh, how big was she? She was, I think, excuse me, kids. All right, apparently they need attention. Everybody's wanting attention, huh? Anyway, she grew out really, really fast, and we were very impressed with her genetics. I've seen a lot on the Kikos where you'll get nice kids that grow real fast, and then you take them off their mom to wean them, and then they kind of slow down in growth. She never did. She just kept growing and growing, and we decided we were going to breed her early, but then the buck decided that he was going to breed her a little sooner than we expected. So, it happens, but she did great. She's a great mother, and I'm getting eaten over here. Somebody's trying to eat my hair. I'm getting climbed on. Everybody's chewing on me. You guys, I'm trying to do a video here, and you're not helping. No, you're not. Don't eat the camera, Razzle. I swear, kids. Alright, so back to doing the video. Anyway, so he will be available. So Midnight Milky Way. And he's getting real, real thick. So he's looking real good. Now these two girls are out of JCP Bratton's Beauty. She consistently proves to be an amazing mother that produces quality. Absolute quality. So the doe that's standing is Godiva. And we decided that we will go ahead and sell her to give other people a chance to get some good genetics out of Beauty. And we're going to hold on to Milkshake, which is the one laying down. Godiva is slightly better quality than her sister. But I'm willing to give her up. As hard as that is, I'm trying not to be too selfish. So Godiva will be available, Milkshake will not. Now I'll show you the same doe, some of her kids from the previous years. So this is actually her, this brown and white doe. This is Beauty. And you can see she's a real thick doe. We actually hand milk her. She produces so much milk. Now her daughter from 2 years ago is Cookies and Cream. And she's currently bred. And we sold her sister, they were triplets, to Reese Bickerdike here in Arizona. And he's pretty excited about that doe. She's pregnant, so I'm really excited to see how she does. But last year, Beauty had triplets again, and this was her other doe that we kept. This is Truffles. So you can see the quality right there in these three girls. And we're very excited. Beauty's not ever going to go anywhere. But you could see the thickness in these girls. And it's consistent. She does that every year. So this will kind of give you an idea of what Godiva is going to be like. Now, let's see. So here is ZVA Diablo's Trinidad, who's a half-sister to Sabrina. She gave us triplets. There's her two girls. Now, I already told you about Snickerdoodle there on the right. We're going to hold on to her, but her sister, Ginger Snap, will be available. And she's a pretty good-looking doe. You can see how nice and thick her body is. So she'll be available. That's Ginger Snap. Now their brother, oh, there he is Spritz. And he's getting to be a really nice buck as well. Hey, big boy, what are you doing? It's hard to get good video of them when they're all over the place. But she's a great mother. She's 156 pounds, so she's on the higher side of the Kiko doe. She's my biggest Kiko doe. These are purebred. Their sire is Charleston Chew. He's in New Zealand. See if I can come around and get a little bit better video of the buck. So his name is Spritz. Here he is. And he's got some pretty long legs. He's a big, thick boy. So anyway, that's them. Some nice kids. All right, let me through, girl. All right, so real quick, I'll show you consistency on Tiramisu, the doe that we're going to have for sale. Her daughter is Jubilee, and she's got some nice kids on her. This is Tiramisu's daughter from last year that we held on to, and you can see how thick she is. Looks just like Jubilee. They're the same exact breeding. Their sire is Bingo. So you can see the nice thick consistency in them. So that'll give you an idea of what they're producing. I just have so much of that genetics, so we need to kind of start dispersing it around. All right, let's see. I'm thinking that might be everybody. I did not head count when I did this video. So we still got 4 does left to kid. This is GOT Cherokee horse. She's bred with C&K Charleston Chew. She's the next one due in about a month. And then after that, Beauty, the big brown and white doe over there, her daughter, Cookies and Cream, she is bred with KBF Phantoms Maestro, and she's due the end of March. And then in April, we have this first timer. This is ZNK Capers Jr. And she is bred with DDF Rocky Road. So I'm curious to see how she will do. She's never been bred before. She's 2.5 years old. So we'll see how she does. And then last but not least, we have, hopefully, Brownie. She's the one that we got that positive pregnancy test on. And hopefully she will give us kids. I don't know who she's bred with. We had 3 different bucks with her. I'm pretty sure because I did see DDF Rocky Road get a hold of her. But we did have C&K Charleston Chew with her and also RDH Bear Claw. But Bear Claw was still pretty young. I really don't think he got a hold of her. But if she kids for us, we'll just do some DNA testing on the kids to find out who's the sire. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed that she will give us kids. I really love her quality, the look of her. She's real thick. So we're hoping. that she'll give us some kids in May. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so if anybody has any questions, anybody wants added to the waiting list, like I said, we do still have 4 more does to kid, so we may have some kids later. Oh, you know what? I just realized who I missed, because he's hiding over here. This is Toffee. He is the triplet out of Bon Bon and RDH Bear Claw. Not you. This guy. Excuse me, don't eat my phone. Okay. This is Toffee here. Hey, bud. You turn. Get your beard out of the way. Thank you. Alright, so Toffee here. You're too close there, bud. Too close. He's real nice thick. I thought about holding on to him, but since I'm keeping both of his sisters, we're going to go ahead and sell him. So Toffee is out of the buck we lost, RDH Bear Claw, and out of our really good quality doe, Bonnie. So here's another one that'll be available. Alright, so I think that's everybody. Alright, so I hope this was helpful for you guys that are interested in some of our Kikos. Give you an idea of kind of what we're looking at, quality that we're looking at. And so if any of the people that are on my waiting list have kind of an idea of which kids they're interested in, if you want to message me, personal message me, call me, text me, whatever, and let me know so I can start writing down who will be available and who won't be. I will go down the list, so the first person on the list gets first pick. That's what I told everybody in the beginning before I started my waiting list. So there is a chance I will not get to the bottom of the waiting list. Just depends on who is available. So definitely get a hold of me and let me know. And anybody that's interested in future kids, definitely let me know. I can add you to next year's waiting list. And we will see you guys next time, okay?